So you're an entrepreneur. If you're like me, I like to see what other people do, you know, see if it can help improve what I'm doing. And so you Google, what's the successful habits of an entrepreneur? All right. Well, first of all, there's a million of them out there, but it seems like every single one of them goes through this whole thing. I mean, they're very, very disciplined. You know, most of them, very disciplined. They go from, you know, 4 o'clock in the morning, some wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, some say wake up at 8 in the morning, and then you'll have people say, well, right when you get up, you need to drink some salt water, and then you need to go out and get some sunlight for at least 10 to 30 minutes, and well, heck, if you get up at 4, there ain't no sunlight at 4 in the morning. And then the 6 o'clock guy, well, here, not much sun, depends on the time of year, at 6 o'clock in the morning, that messes up the whole freaking routine, right? And you see my bald spot. Working out, sweating a little bit, sorry about that. But I just had this thought, right? Had this thought about entrepreneurs and what kind of schedule to keep, because, you know, I go to work every day and it just gets fucked up, right? I have a plan, and maybe the first 30 minutes I can execute it, and the rest of it just goes to hell in a handbasket because there's interruptions. Okay, so back to, you know, all these guru entrepreneur people. I said, got this really, really stringent routine. And if you notice, if you look through it, they show no distractions. They show no children. They show no wife or husband. You're like, where are these people in their lives? One guy works 14 hours a day. The other guy works 4 hours a day. You know, and these girls over here, oh my God, they're working 22 hours a day. And they're telling you that's not enough. You need to do more. Seems like the females do work more. I don't know why on these things. Whew. And then you have all these neuroscientists that tell you the right things to do. And some of them really interesting. How about a cold shower? Hell no. I'm sorry. I'm not that dedicated to my self-improvement. I tried it once. I don't know. I thought I was going to have a freaking heart attack. That's not good for you, right? Have a heart attack? Man, not at 4:30 in the morning. Well, I've tried some of these things, but then, like I said, the ultimate failure of these are they're unrealistic. I want to see somebody's schedule that's completely realistic. You know, okay, so I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I go to drink my salt water, and there's no salt. Darn it! There goes that. Right? Or you wake up at 4 in the morning, your salt is there, and you're going to go work out, you're going to get your clothes on, and you forgot to pack them, or not pack them, but leave them there, so that you wouldn't have to wake up the entire family getting your clothes. You're like, darn it, there goes that. Can't work out, don't have my workout routine. That's why I have no shirt, because I forgot my shirt this morning. I could go on and on, right, with this kind of stuff. I could go on and on. Let's talk about, you know, the workout guys. Oh, they tell you their routines. And they're crazy. Freaking crazy. I think they're lying to us, because some of these things, it's just freaking impossible. Impossible. If any normal human being tried it, they would literally rip something, tear something apart. I mean, it's just not realistic, right? Even if you've been doing it for 20 years. In fact, the people that have been doing it for 20 years, they usually do much less. And they'll tell you that. And it's because of safety. Right? They know how to not get hurt anymore. They did the crazy stuff when they were young. They got hurt. And now they're being very, very cautious and slow and, you know, diligent and a lot more careful. Less weight. So who do you listen to? All right? Hey, my biggest problem, and this is with any business, bodybuilding, entrepreneurship, successful CEOs, when they teach you from where they become successful, right? This is what I do as a success. Well, now they're able to do whatever because they're successful and they're rich and they can do whatever they want to do. They have time freedom, right? So they have time to do all this stuff, and they have money to buy all the supplements and everything. And even the guys in the morning that don't work out, they've got supplements. They cost money. I want to know, what did they do to become who they are? They probably don't remember, but it took a long time. That's something you got to realize. Success does leave clues, but you got to look at the clues early on, and it could take many, 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 many years. There's some really famous guys out there. Gary V. Gary V. If you don't listen to him deeply, you'll think he was an overnight success. But I think he took a loss for 10 or 15 years, giving everything away for free, his content. Now, he's successful, but are you really willing to put in the 10 or 15 years that he put in? And all the sacrifices he did. He did not have a family. He did not have kids. And it was all on purpose so that he could become successful. That's commitment. But being an entrepreneur, trying to find your way, trying to find a routine that works for you. I've got some tools I'll be glad to share with you, but hey, you know, mine ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. But you do need some sort of a tool or a system, and you do need discipline, and everybody's got different ideas on discipline too. Then all we can do is at least write down the goals. Right? Have your objectives, put them in a perspective of time, and of course priority. Prioritize, time it, then schedule it. Add 20% to whatever time you think. If it's going to take it 60 minutes, you know, add 20% to that, because you're going to get distracted. Then at the end of the day, when you realize, man, I only did 80% of what I set out to do, you don't feel too bad, because 20% of it is distractions. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get everything accomplished. I tend to do that myself. So does my wife. She really does. She beats me up. Have an objective, have an objective, have an objective, have a goal, have a plan, write it down, do your damnedest to get it done. And then revisit the next day. Whatever you didn't get done, put it back on the list. Maybe raise the priority that time. A, B, C, D. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows this stuff now. But there's no secret bullet, no silver bullet. None. Quit spending thousands of dollars to find it. It's not there. It's not. God, I just keep thinking of all the things I've read and listened to in the years that just really threw me off the path. Oh, and the biggest thing about anything, whether it's being a business person or working out, first thing is you got to do it. You got to do it. Do you need to work out like Mr. Olympia? No, not at first. Just move. Man, just move. Small baby steps, right? Go in the gym and look at it. Ooh, look at the gym. And then turn back and go back into bed. The next day, get up, look at the gym, and maybe walk over and grab a bar, right? You know, grab a bar like that. Or grab a little dumbbell, like one of those, and look at it, go, ooh, that looks heavy. Set it back down, go back to bed. The next day, so I'm going, you get the dumbbell, you do a couple of lifts, and you're like, woo, that's enough. Oh my goodness, it's going to be sore next day. Go back to bed. It may take a long time before you know it. You're doing an entire workout. And don't work out more than an hour. Good Lord God. The pros don't either. They may work out twice a day, but they're freaking crazy. And they've got so many steroids and drugs in their system, they can recuperate much faster than you. So don't even try that. Anyway, gotta go. I'll just show a little bit of my frustration today, trying to get a better schedule at work, because I create mine, but I don't control mine. The customers control mine. That's okay, because if I didn't have the customers, I wouldn't be there. And I appreciate every one of you if you're my customer. All right, go out there, be great, because remember, you really were born of greatness and for greatness. Let's go prove it.